around, like, I'm very unclear around soul alignment, and I'm trying to um gain some freedom, some financial freedom by doing trading. Is this but sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. Is this something I should be more serious about, or maybe this is not in alignment? I'm very confused about it, so I don't know if there any advice around that.
Does it make you feel happy when you do it?
It makes me feel happy when I know I can provide for myself, and I can do it in my own time rather than being forced to, but be in a job where people tell me what to do every day, and I feel like chained in front of a computer. I
Can
feel
you
like
envision can you envision yourself being successful at it?
I think so. Yeah.
So if it makes you happy and it brings you and raises your vibration and you feel passionate and you can envision yourself being happy and successful doing it,
Hmm.
then you can make that choice.
I see.
It's your judgment. It's the judgment of it that blocks it for it to be successful. And that's why like the winning and losing, it's like that judgment within it. You have to like it's that one thing of coming back to self and asking like, is this like chatter, is this judgment of this, is this serving me, and waiting for that response. It's that judgment that you're having the issue with. We're saying there are outcomes, you are successful and you are making money, and you know, so just do what makes you feel happy. And if you can envision yourself like being successful and it makes you feel good, do that. You can still do BQH on the side. You can still work and do yoga or do whatever and do those other things that bring you happiness too. Like you can be in balance with it all.
Uh, I hope so. Because I've been trying to do all of them, and I feel like I'm not doing anything right, and yeah,
Well, if
and
what you're putting out,
I'm
what if
making people unhappy around me.
you have already placed the intention that you're not doing anything right out into the world, that is what's coming back to you. Start stating that those intentions, start working, you can even work with your chakras, like each chakra, like your crown, like you can start using your I am affirmation. This is a really good one in with your crown. Like you want to, like, what if your I am affirmation, like I am on my highest timeline, like I am connected divinely with my higher self on this highest timeline. You work down to your third eye. I see all things on my highest timeline. You go to your throat. I speak all things on my highest timeline. Go to your heart. I love all things on my highest timeline. You work down solar plexus, I trust all things on my highest timeline. You go down to your sacrum. I create all things on my highest timeline. And then you go to your root. I am grounded in all things on my highest timeline. And when you take that I am affirmation and work it through each one of your chakras, now you're reverberating and getting them to activate and create alignment of the things that you want.
Wow. It's such a beautiful, powerful tool. This makes me tear up. Thank you for this.
Absolutely. It's just a way the I ams work really well. But when you use the I ams in the fact with your energy centers, it's just
Mhm.
like it acknowledges them, because like the lower chakras a lot of the times get ignored, for the upper ones, and just acknowledges them and empowers them to do what they're supposed to naturally do.
And to take it back to what we're discussing at the beginning, I was doing some I am statements, and I was feeling that I'm trying to program myself and I'm not authentically myself. If I do this, wouldn't I try to control and fall out of my alignment? Or if I make it more general, then it will happen in for my highest alignment, soul alignment.
Anything that you do, you're trying to control the outcome of. You're not naturally like, what it is like making a statement, like acknowledging how powerful you are, but releasing the idea of having to be in any certain way and the way it comes back to you. But a lot of the things that you think are best for you, you don't have the higher perspective that your higher self and your team has for you. And so they realize there might be a better way for you to achieve those things, that you're necessarily like a little bit narrow minded in being able to see those things. So it's the, if you feel like you're staying in I am statement in control and trying to control the narrative, then that's like a forceful type of thing. If you're saying it in flow and acknowledging and trusting that your team and your guides are going to provide those things back to you in the most highest form and the best way, then that is the sacred geometry and the vibrations within life.
Yeah, okay. Makes sense. Um, and speaking of that, and act around action, we're talking, we care about the divine masculine. Is this a period where it balances out and maybe and it needs to be more balanced in some people, or that are not managing these timelines very easily? Or is this any, do you have any advice around balancing more the divine masculine and feminine? Or
The goal is to be in balance and alignment with it all, but the like needs to be, it's like almost like you're judging it and like forcing it, right? Like, so it's like, yes, the goal is for, in a lot of the collective, that is what they're working, because it's been cycles upon cycles upon cycles upon earth of those energies not being aligned, and the evolution goes left or it goes right, it goes wonky, when you are out of alignment. So that is a lot that they like, when you master ascension, that mastery of those divine polarities of energies. So it's just, yes, it is something that the collective is working on, because it's almost like you want to get it right and get it grounded, so that like it's part of the story and it's part of the energies of like the final days of earth.
okay, got it. Well, thank you so much. Is there anything else you want to say that you think can be helpful? Or if not, I guess we are good to close the session.
Yes, we love you, and we're good to close the session.